I mean, I hit the target.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Bullseye channel. I hope you're doing well. Today, the first video in a new series called MHS Revisited. This is going to be a long-term series taking a look 10 years later at the military modular handgun system, the MHS program that started in 2017 or 2015, concluded in 2017, selecting the Sig Sauer M17, M18. We have an unloaded, unmodified version here for you. Obviously, unless you've been living under a rock lately, you know that this platform has been having a little bit of trouble with negligent discharges, uncommanded discharges, whatever you want to call them. This has been going off in people's holsters, which was sad to me because I had like 3 of these. This one has never gone off in my holster. And so what we're going to do today in the first video is going to be, we're going to make some predictions about the MHS pistol. What is the future of military service pistols now that perspective being reality and sometimes reality being reality, this gun's cooked. So let's take a minute and let's just admire what we have here. So this is an M18. This was one of their contract overruns. It's got the Romeo M17 sight. Obviously it's got a big honkin', just looks so silly, Surefire X300. And then I have added my own silicon carbide. And you can see here, I kind of have it running up here, which makes for a great grip. And I put a little bit of a tape heel that gives me just a little wider of a grip there at the bottom where my pinky is. I have like 1,000 rounds for this one. I recently offloaded to an M17, basically this thing right here, except M17, and the P320 M18, the commercial version. And between those, all of those, I had over 10,000 rounds, and then my time in the Marines had a lot of rounds through 320. So I'm very accustomed to them. I shoot them decently well. And between this channel and my last channel, I had really like a love-hate relationship. I think where I've landed with this, the last video that I had was about a year ago, was that, oh, it's okay, right? First I was like, I hate this thing. And that was back on Target Pistol Guy. And then I did another video that said I was wrong, where I said, it's actually not that bad. But then I dogged it throughout the entire video. Recap, I don't like the trigger. I don't like the sights. To someone who shoots pistols, those are like, other than them going off in your holster, the sights and the trigger are the most important thing. And then the recoil is weird. Feels good in hand, feels pretty bad in actual recoil during firing. So, and then there's been a lot of issues. So we're going to use this series, we're going to take a look. So this is video 1. I'm going to make some bold predictions and we'll see if I'm right. Video 2 is we're going to talk about sort of the rules of the road for the MHS Revisited series. So please like and subscribe, right? I'm going to create a playlist so you'll be able to follow along, probably looking at 1 or 2 videos a month. We're going to do all kinds of testing. We're going to have all kinds of fun. And in the third video, I'm going to reveal for you the lineup of the MHS Revisited. So that's what we're doing. So let's get to the bold predictions for what's happening. So as we currently sit, other than Special Forces units and so on and so forth, units that can pay their own way, Air Force, Army, everybody, right, uses either the M17 or the M18. They're everywhere. You see them. CONUS. My unit was holding on to the Berettas for a really long time. I'm in a joint unit. Well, we finally got the M18s. They're out there. The ones I'm using are Air Force ones, actually, even though I'm a Marine. And they're like brand new. Like, still got that little grease inside of them. Obviously, you're seeing the big thing that's happened in the past week is that the FBI and some other government agencies have said no mas. And then SIG themselves apparently held back some deliveries to take a look at these things. Regardless, like, it's already out there that this pistol is cooked. I think, so for my first prediction is that if we haven't already, and I don't think we have, you're going to see either the House Armed Services Committee or the Senate Committee is going to have a hearing or some sort of investigatory arm into the contract that's selected the MHS pistol. That's my first prediction. My second prediction is that by FY28, right? So that's a pretty long time from now, but the wheels of government move slowly. FY28, so that would be October 2027. So maybe 2 years from now. And as a matter of fact, let's get really funky with it, and let's say FY27, right? So that'd be October of next year. One of those two. I'll be more, but we'll be bold. One or more of the services is going to adopt a different service pistol for either specialty units, and I'm talking about like mass units, not just like these little onesie twosies or little special forces, etc. and so forth. Like I'm talking, Ranger regiment, like a regiment, division, service, right? Corps, Army, service is going to move away from the M17 or the M18. I think that's the second prediction. Third prediction, I think the service to do it first is going to be the Marine Corps. They are the smallest, so they have the least amount invested in these, and they also share, and there's a decent amount of like knowledge and interplay between the personnel at the FBI and because it's in Quantico, right? So weapons training battalion, like the gunner community. They have good contacts at the FBI. FBI has moved, they didn't go with the SIG, and they just released that report into department issued SIGs 320s, or actually M18s, believe it or not. They're just black, not tan. So the Marine Corps is going to go first, and I think that the Marine Corps is going to go with, drum roll, no surprise here, it's going to be the Glock 19X. So there's some precedent for this, right? When they rolled this bad boy out in, I think it was like October of 2020 for the Marine Corps, it replaced 4 pistols. It replaced the 92, the 92A1, you can see the tear rolling down my eye, the M45A1, the Colt, which I like, I appreciate when it came out, I appreciated the nostalgia of it, but like absolutely was a mistake, and not a very good 1911 to boot. And then the not well-known M007, which was for Marine Corps, some Special Forces units, and Marine Corps CID. So there is precedent to have a Glock in Marine armories. So I think that is probably, they're going to choose that platform. Also, and it really, the M007 or whatever you want to call it is just a 19M. The Marine Corps has obviously expressed an interest to have a magazine capacity greater than 15 rounds. I think they should just go Glock 19, but greater than 15 rounds and a shorter barrel. So I think the 19X fits that bill pretty well. Obviously, it's going to be MOS and all of the things, but I think that's the direction. I think they will go first. I think the Army will go second, and then the Air Force, to include the Space Force, and then the Navy. So that's my prediction. That's the order, I think. Air Force and Army, they might be able to switch up. If Army goes, they all go, right? And then they're gonna hand these back to SIG, and you're gonna be able to buy your commemorative, whoopsie version of the M18. So those are the predictions. So we're gonna make some predictions first, and I hope you guys enjoy the forthcoming series on MHS. The lineup is going to be good. It's going to be 3 or 4 pistols, and we might add some as we go on. It's sort of like a 6-month point, but hit that subscribe button, like and subscribe. It's going to be pretty fun. We're going to get some high round counts, maybe do a little bit of mud testing, things like that, but more to come. This is the Bullseye channel, where we talk about the great American sport of bullseye pistol, and all things related, also military service pistols. So I'm going to leave you, as I always do, with the 3 rules for life. Rule 1, don't be a jerk. Rule 2, take care of yourself. Rule 3, help other people. And as always, know you don't know what's going on with someone else's life. They don't know what's going on in your life. So be kind and courteous when dealing with other people. Hold hard, shoot straight, and I'll see you later. I hit the target.